Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Blake here with Trade Tracer. Welcome to this week's edition of the Market Update. Going to get you prepared for the week ahead and give you two of my favorite trade setups heading into the week. So, without further ado, you guys know none of this is financial advice. Always trade and invest at your own risk. So, let's go ahead and start on the higher time frames. The monthly time frame on the S&P 500 is looking extremely bullish. We do have almost a MACD bullish crossover. So, if you are a long-term investor, I think things do look fine. Also, the weekly chart is also something that we like to look at as an investor. Once again, you can see we have a very powerful candle pushing off this past week, as choppy as it was, and price strength confirmation will come at 323.41. So on a weekly basis, if we can close above this 323.41, that'd be a very bullish sign to the market, especially since we have MACD in our favor. Now let's go ahead and move to the daily chart. This is what we utilize for all of our swing positions. You can see I have a couple levels in here that I've drawn. This, once again, 323.41, price strength confirmation. That will be good for me to go ahead and add long exposure. Now, we also have MACD in our favor, so the odds still favor higher prices on the S&P 500. However, things have gotten a lot choppier this past week, and it could be time to pull back the throttle and be a lot less aggressive than we have been. The reason that I say that is because if we roll over to the Nasdaq, the Qs, which have been the leader, look to be like they're ready for a pause, ready for a pullback, ready for some consolidation. The odds of the Nasdaq continuing just to ramp higher at this point, this late in the trend, is a fairly low probability. It wouldn't be something I'd be willing to bet my entire portfolio balance on by any means. And the reason that I say that is because we do have this MACD bearish crossover. We're losing the momentum. And price is closing below this 10-period SMA. So the 10-day moving average, you guys know, is my golden moving average, the one that I'm constantly watching. But price is breaking below it, so we're breaking trend. Now, we have to understand, where we've come from. Obviously, a lot of this was very easy money for us. We've had a very great year, and right now, the best trade is to be patient and wait for the higher probability trade setups. And right now, that's exactly what we're doing. It's time to pull back the throttle. So let's go ahead and take a look at gold. Gold, I think, is setting up very nicely. It's somewhat flat over the past few days, but I do think ultimately gold goes higher. You guys already know we are in long nugget. This thing is already working great for us, almost 20%. Also, silver seems to continue its breakout, also breaking above this downtrend line. Some of my favorite stock setups heading into next week. One of them actually isn't a stock at all. It's the IBB. So biotech is breaking out in a major way. If we go ahead and look at the monthly time frame, you can see we've had this extreme consolidation, basically breaking out from the highs we put in July of 2015. So large base consolidation, and then now we're pushing higher on the monthly time frame. Weekly chart just looks phenomenal as well. But if we go over to the daily, you can see we're putting in new highs with MACD. So the odds of this running higher are very high. So I like IBB, and if I wanted to add a little juice to it, BIB. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be looking at for this week. Also, one more trade setup that I really enjoy is space. We've already had one great trade on this, probably sold too early. We sold right around this range when we got into this VWAP. But I never bought the dip back when we hit this 10 SMA again. So I've been sitting out of this trade because I've been looking at other trades. But we're actually breaking above a key level and closing above that key level, which was 2153. Okay, so 2153 was price strength confirmation on Virgin Galactic, and Friday just ripped higher. And you can see there's not a whole lot of volume in here. It's kind of this empty space. And this could be a magnet, up to this, 30 range before we get, back into this other volume shelf. And we saw this move coming the entire time. I told you guys this is a huge volume shelf. We're breaking above, both VWAP pinches, and that's what got us long this trade to begin with. But I still think it's setting up to go much, much higher. And that's one of my favorite trade setups heading into this week. So once again, I want to wrap it up with the S&P 500. Like you guys know, it is time to pull back the throttle. Okay, this was easy money in here. This was easy money in here. This was pretty easy money in here until we started chopping around. So that's when we make our money, is in the uptrends. So the trends is what pays us. And right now, when the trends start to get choppy and we see the leaders like the Nasdaq starting to break trend, then it's time to really be cautious, protect your year-to-date gains, protect your capital, and only place the very high probability trades. which is why we're long Nugget right now, is because gold technically isn't directly related to equities. And so that's really what we're watching right now. So we're long Nugget, and we're going to be watching the S&P 500 this week for some price strength confirmation above this candle's high. If that does happen, that will get me bullish and add some long exposure. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you go ahead and check those links out in the description. Get in our Telegram group. We're absolutely crushing it in there. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.